Hello and welcome to my channel. I am Vipasha. So it's been a year of my vlogging slash documenting life, and today I'm going to talk about my journey on this channel. Though it's been on and off journey of not being that much consistent, but yeah, I do get to learn a lot from it. I will be sharing that with you guys here. Slow progress is still a progress. However, even though it is a slow one, but I would still say it is a progress from where it started. So I used to be that impatient girl that tries out one thing one day and thinks that she will be perfect at it on the next day, but we all know that this doesn't happen. In this way, I did end up quitting most of the things that I tried my hands on, but in case of vlogging, I stuck to it. And however, I was very much inconsistent and impatient regarding vlogging, but I did see that if I stuck to it, like for not just days and weeks, but for months, I did make a progress. And as I said that even though it is a really small progress, but it is definitely better from the place where I started. It made me grow out of my comfort zone, and little by little I was able to push my boundaries which I had earlier made in the fear of rejection, fear of failure and whatnot. So doing this, there I was trying out new things and putting myself out, trying out things which I never imagined that I would do. For example, vlogging in public, which I never thought I could, but I did try. And because of this trying out new things, I started to read more books. Go for a run or walks more workouts, and started taking care of myself both mentally and physically. So the next thing is that I became more comfortable in my vlogging and editing skills. Earlier I used to take hours to vlog and then edit. I mean, it still does take me hours, but it is very less compared to the amount of time it used to take me earlier, like in my initial days. This 1 year of vlogging also made me realize that it is never about the end goal or result, because as we grow or adapt, we redefine and reset our goal, and that the old one is not applicable anymore. The point here is to enjoy the process. I just cannot stop to put more emphasis on this fact. Earlier in the week, I was paranoid about the fact that we have such less and limited time to live here, and the fact that there is so many things to do in this vast world that it will probably take me around 10 to 12 lives more to do it. And that is why I want to prioritize only those things that truly matter to me and that I truly care about. and also enjoy and savor doing it.
Stand up against the wall so I can trace you with one fine line. We have become a home that's built of all your poems and mine. Please don't disappear from me. It's not what you think it's gonna be like, but nothing ever is in this life. It's a slow dance in paradise. When the world's on fire, look for my eyes. I know you wanna go, and I don't blame you at all. I'm learning my own skin in reading what you wrote back then. Please don't disappear.
My next point here is it is okay to not be okay sometimes. And however bad a day may seem, the next day you will feel a little bit better than the previous day, and so on. Vlogging made me realize this, that no 2 days would ever be the same. Even if you are making an omelette every day, you are going to make it little different every day. Same goes for our sorrows and pain. It will never be same every day. Some days there will be more, and some days it will be less.
Someday I will see more than just your beauty. Someday I will be starring in your movie. Someday you will be drinking your coffee with me. You run your fingers through your hair. Something inside begins to flare. Now you're doing it again. I close my eyes and count to 10. Someday I will see more than just your beauty.
So this is like my digital journaling, I would say. I remember I once lost all my photos and videos of around 10 years. Actually, my external hard drive wasn't reading anymore, and I did take it up to get it repaired, but still it wasn't reading, and I felt really bad about this at that time, to the point that it made my stomach hurt. And then I realized that I had so many pictures and videos, but hardly I would ever go through all of them one by one. And so this made me think of like digitally documenting my life or my travels. Also, one of my friends told me about our trip to Rishikesh and Mussoorie, that it was easy to recall and remember event by watching the vlogs rather than like going through all the photos or videos through all the folders, because the vlogs, it captures the clips and the sound and it feels nostalgic, as if we have been transported back in time to that place. And next one is vlogging and sharing my thoughts, my ideas, my struggles, and even my boring and non-productive days may somehow encourage someone somewhere in the world, just as it did it to me, just as how I got comforted, motivated by watching someone else's vlog. And it is like giving back to people in a way of helping. And also my vlogs would be like a living proof that there is not just one single way to live your life. There are multiple ways, and here I am just making the most of my unfair advantage. As one of my favorite YouTubers used to say, that for me it is here living alone in a different city away from my family and with almost no friends. I mean, I have friends, but they live quite far away in a different city. So yeah. On all these things, my take on this is that because I decided to vlog all my life, I somehow became intentional in the way I was living my life. It made me think of new hobbies and reconnect with the old ones. Also, when I saw a few people joining me in my journey, there was a shift in my mindset, and I started to think of ways to make this journey with me enjoyable. So there I went out a little more to new places, trips with friends, and all that. I tried new food recipes which are beginner and lazy people friendly. I learned and tried out new random hobbies to see if I like it. I started sharing my thoughts, my fears, and my way of looking at life. I may not be at the best today, but I am growing slowly but surely. Also, at the age where my peers and friends are getting married and settling down at life, I am at the journey of rediscovering myself. And both of these paths are so beautiful and nourishing in its own way. I have learned that whichever phase of life I am in, I'll cherish it. I'm not going to live this same exact moment and not going to experience this exact day the same way. I have heard a quote somewhere that I don't recall it from where, but it says that if you spend time chasing butterflies, they'll fly away. But if you spend your time building a beautiful garden, the butterflies will come to you. And if they don't, well, you still have a beautiful garden. The butterflies could be anything like people, things, validation. So, here I am, working in my garden.